Hi friends, so today we'll talk about the buying system for Bank Nifty based on the range breakout. So before we talk on how it can be coded in TradeTron, we'll see how it works and what are the pitfalls of a buying system, and then we'll see on TradeTron coding. So what happens is in the range breakout, we watch for the range to be broken for a given instrument. So here I've taken Bank Nifty 33,200 PE. So this is the option which was trading near 50 point premium on this Friday, uh, which is 10 June. So as you can see, if around 9:30 it was around 48, which is near to 50, and then we watch its range as per my formula. The range we watch for 9:30 to 11. So this is 9:30 and this is 11. So the lower range is this one, and higher range is this one. Now there is a wait and trade of 10 points. So once the higher range is broken and it has gone 10 points more than that higher range, then I'm going to take a trade. Say suppose the higher range is around 50, 49, and 10 points makes it around 59, where we are seeing this line here. So that higher range was broken around 1240. So that's where I have taken the trade, which we can see from uh, these are the trade log for the actual trade which I have taken. So the 1242, the option was bought at 59.2, and because there is no and as per the logic, what I do is I wait for the candle 1 minute candle to close. If the price at the candle close is more than this 59.2 as per the wait and trade, then only I take a trade. So what it will do is it will avoid the spikes if there are any. So we took a trade here, and because we don't have stop loss, we don't take any stop loss, and the trade is exited as 1456. So this is 1455 candle. So after this, somewhere here, the trade was exited. So as we can see, we took the trade at 59, and trade was exited at 57.55. So there was a little loss here. So that's how this thing works. And here we watch. So this was on the PE side. On the CE side, the option which was near to the 50 point was 35,800. So what we watch. So first we note what all options are trading near to 50 on PE and CE side for the bank nifty, and that we can see from option chain also around 9:30. And then we see when their range is broken, and we'll take the trade, and it is first entry, like where we just take the trade in the CE or P, whichever first breaks their higher range. So if say PE has broken the higher range, then the trade will be taken only in it. In C will not then take trade on that day. So this is how this logic works, and now we'll just talk about how this range breakout works, and why I have selected the 50 point strategy. So on the top, let me show you the what happens if we take the ATM option. So I have different back testing here. Like one is with stop loss 75, and other is with the stop loss as the low range. So in this back testing, like if you can see, and the returns how I have calculated is I've considered the capital as the maximum option price which has gone on any day is 925 for any CE or PE. So the we multiply it by 25 per lot, and then we add the maximum drawdown for that year. So like say for 2021, for stop loss range, the maximum drawdown is 42,240. So I've added that much, 225 into 925, and that's how the capital has been arrived at. So, what you, first thing, like when we talk about stop loss, putting it a low range, you can see the maximum drawdown can be 42,000 per lot. which might be more than the capital which you have injected in. So that's why the buying is not everyone's game. Now we can see we can minimize that drawdown by saying that we'll take a stop loss at 75, 80 point or 100 point. You can always vary that. So it brings down the stop loss. But what happens when we do that point based stop loss? So we'll compare with the actuals when we are going there. So this is my actual, which I started with this 75 point. So you can see the first 2 months are matching, and then the third month it is okay. So this is the actual. That is the other range breakout 50 point. So this is the actual for 75 point, and this is the back testing. So the first 2 months it was almost matching, and maybe the first month was better for me because I was using a different logic there. And the third month, what happened is the back testing is giving 7,006, and the actual is showing loss of 11,681. So there are two ways about it. One thing is because once starts hitting stop loss continuously, then you try to change the logic. And what happens in March month, there was one good day of where one lot made 9,000 rupees, and I had put some trailing stop loss to avoid the continuous losses which I was having, so I missed that one. And then other good day which happened in the back testing, but it didn't happen in the actual is where in actual that 75 point stop loss was hit, but in back testing it was not hit. So what it told me is the point based stop losses, they don't work that good in the buying setup. Even though the back testing might not be showing that it is hit, but it will be hit on when you're doing actual buying. That's why the buying is kind of a dangerous trading game. And so what I did is after that I moved to the credit spread, not credit but debit spread, like where you, even though you are buying the near ATM option, you will be selling the far away strike, so that the loss will not be that much. So that's the April and May month we can see, like where it has improved. Uh, but if you see overall, the drawdown is too high in this option. So that's where I thought if I go down to some far OTM options, how the actual, or not actual, but how the back testing will look like. So that's where I went to 50 point, the same logic, and I restricted it to Monday, Tuesday, Friday, because for the far OTM options, the issue is on Wednesday and Thursday. If there is not much movement, the decay will be very fast. So we want to avoid those decays. Again, here the capital logic is same, means the capital is decided. So the maximum average option price I have taken as 75 multiplied by 25, and then you add the MDD also to it to arrive to a capital. And that's where like we are seeing the same or maybe the better percentage returns as compared to the ATM option. So that's how this 50 point thing was arrived at. And in buying, so again, it is a momentum based buy, like where we are buying when some range is breaking. So there will be always slippage, and maybe the slippage, say, even if it is a 5 point slippage, it will be more on 50 point, whereas now we'll see how to create coded this kind of logic in TradeTron, where most of my strategies are running. So let's say demo bank Nifty by 50 point. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to use three sets here. The first set will be to capture the C and P options which are trading near 50, because we can't, there is no way in TradeTron to refer which option was trading near 50 in after some time. So set 1 will be capturing that, then set 2 will be taking entry in C, set 3 will be taking entry in P. And because we don't have stop loss, it's very easy. We'll just have a universal exit at 1456. So the strategy is kind of easy. Uh, so let's start with it. So what I'm doing here is I'll be taking an entry at 9:30 to capture those options which are trading near C. So time is greater than equal to 9:30. And because I want to take this set condition, so again position detail will be checking to say if all entries are zero, the quantity of all entries are zero. Anyway, bank Nifty and its bank. So here we have made sure that we'll enter it only once. Now what we'll be doing is we'll be buying the options which are near to the 50. So first, let's say the leg one is for call and underlying is bank Nifty, and we can do whatever we like, normal or MIS. I'm choosing MIS, and it is a weekly option lot. So here what we'll be doing is we'll be manipulating the lots level at individual leg level, because if we use the multiplier, then you'll be taking more entries in this by like it's the first set also. And because I'm running this logic in Shunaya Finasia, so I'm not having any brokerage charge, so for me it works fine. Otherwise what will happen is even the logic to capture the C and P options which are trading near 48 will cause around 80 rupees of brokerage, like if it is 20 per order, and there'll be extra charges also. So that is one thing to be considered here. Now we have to find the formula. So we'll be using formula to get the C, which is trading near 50. So there we have find strike. The find strike is the keyword. So what we'll be doing is we'll be choosing Nifty Bank as underline, and expiry we have to select, and we will be checking for the LTP of that option, and we'll be saying that it should be trading near a given number which will populate as 50, and because we are creating a C leg, so our option will be C. The result any means it can be less than 50 or more than 50, but near to 50. So whichever is nearest to 50, either on lower side or on higher side, will be chosen. So let's take this one, and then we'll select the expiry and say we want to trade in weekly expiry only, and the number will say 50. So this way it will pick the strike for a C option which is trading near to 50, and we will add this. Now in the same way we'll add a put lag also. Okay, current. So in the formula, what we'll be changing is it will be the same, but we'll be saying that now we are finding the price of PE, because this is the second leg which I am adding. So this is also done, and then I will click on add button. So now you can see I bought one bank option, CE option, and in CE you can see the formula is to get the uh, uh, any option which is trading near 50, and this is the P leg. So C leg is set 1, leg 1, and P leg is set 1, uh, leg 2. Now what we'll be doing is we'll be exiting from this position as soon as we take it. So what we'll be saying is, so before we can get the exit condition for a set, we have to add a new set. So let's add a new set. It will introduce this exit condition. So what I'll be saying is, I'll be saying like if the trade, I've already traded the entry instrument for leg 1 and leg 2, then exit them. So as soon as it takes buy position in PEC and that is completed, it will exit them. So here I'm putting this. So set is 1, condition entry is 1. So entry always has one condition on. And so leg number 1 I am checking whether it is taken. And I'll be putting one more end condition saying the same thing but for leg 2. So once both the legs are taken, it will exit that set. Exit that set, it will mean it will exit that whole set of positions which are taken. And it will not enter it in again because we have given this condition like the quantity of bank nifty is 0. So now our set 1 is done. Now set 2 will be using to take a entry in C. And we have to remember that we have to take the entry after 11 o'clock, and when the range is broken between 9:30 to 10:59. So what we'll be doing is the time will be saying greater than equal to 11, and set 3 will be using for the PE entry. So what we'll be doing, and we have to take only one entry. So we'll be adding few conditions for that, and those conditions will be same for set 3 also. So what we'll be saying is the position detail. So only once buy, only a 25 quantity of buy should have been bought on C side and P side, because if it becomes more than 25 on C or P side, it means we have already entered after the range breakout. So what I'll be doing is I'll be saying all, not all, but entry, and I'll be checking for buy, because anyway entry is buy only, so I can say all also, but let's say buy. So this is different than the strategy which I shared earlier on the inverted triangle for Bank Nifty, where we are selling in entry. Because, but here in set one we have bought the options, so we are checking how much is bought. And now I'll be checking like C side how much quantity I have bought, and again the, so this should be equal to 25, because 25 we have bought it in the first set. And once a CE entry is taken in this set, then the quantity will become more than 25. So only once it will be executed. And now what we want to do is, we don't want to execute it, say in set 3 we have taken a position in PE side also, then we don't want to take a position in CE. So for that we'll put the same kind of condition, only difference will be the, instead of C we'll be putting PE there. So we'll just copy, paste, copy, paste. And here we'll be saying position detail of P. So it means we'll be taking a position in P, or if the set 3 has been executed, the position, the quantity of P will become more than 25, and this set will not execute. Now we'll be adding the open range breakout. So open range breakout is what we are saying is it will take a position in a given option if the candle close of previous candle at 1 minute interval becomes more 10 minute more than, or not 10 minute but 10 point more than the uh, highest range of that option. So for that what we'll be doing is we'll be using the position keyword, and here we are choosing the close, and we are taking the previous candle, so position will be -1. Now we'll be choosing like the symbol. So candle type is a 1 minute candle, and max history candles can be one. And we'll be checking for the traded instrument, like whatever instrument we have traded. So we are referring that instrument. So like we bought in set one the C and P, and this is for the C. So we'll be checking for the C. So we'll go here, So entry instrument, and anyway the underlying is bank nifty only. So set one, condition one, and leg one. Leg one is for C. So we are seeing C, leg number one. For P, leg number will be two, which is the set three. But this is the set two condition. So this will give us the price of that option at the previous candle close. Now this should be greater than or equal to open range breakout. Now here again we are checking it against with that instrument. We are checking for the high, and we are checking for the range between 9:30 to 10:59. And again we have to tell this condition for which instrument we are checking for it. So again 111. So we are checking for that C option which we bought. So here it will give me the range break high. Then I have to add 10 to it because the candle should close more than 10 points above the range high. So I'll be saying plus and then 10 to it. Now see why we add this weight. The logic behind adding a weight is it is not a spike. Like sometimes what happens, there will be a spike which will be coming, and the option price will shoot up and then it will go down. So we are saying that if the spike is less than 10 point, it means it is a false breakout. But if it is more than 10, if it is going more than 10, then it is a real breakout. So that's why we add weighted option to it. The same thing can be done on the candle. Like I can remove this number 10 here, and I can say like if the 5 minute candle close is more than that range breakout. So those kind of logic can also be put in. But currently we can't test that in the popular platforms. Maybe if someone is having their own data, they can test that also. TradeTron, it is in beta stage, so not always it returns the value. But we can try that out. Like we can check for the previous 5 minute candle or 10 minute candle, whatever way we want. If we want to wait 5 minutes, we can check that also. If you want to wait 10 minutes, all that can be done in TradeTron. But here we are sticking to the number. So this is the entry condition. And one more thing, what we are doing is we have to say that we take trade on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday only. We are not taking trade on Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll be adding one more condition for that. And there will be one weekday keyword here. And again, this will be kind of a group. So either we can say weekday equal to, so Monday is one. Yeah. So Monday is one. Again, you have to add two. And if you see, these are not end conditions. So it can be either Monday, Tuesday, or Friday. So what I have to do is I have to create a group for that. So I have created this group, and in that group I'll be putting these condition in the OR. So here you can see here. These are the three, and these are in the OR. So let me put. So I'll remove this from here because. So now so here we'll be putting the weekday. One is for Monday. Now I have to just paste the same and change the days. For Tuesday it is 2. And for Friday it is 5. So now we have put this day condition, and what we'll be doing is we'll be the buying the C option. So whatever we bought in the set 1 leg 1, so we'll be saying call. And the lots we can control here if you want to take trade in one lot, two lot. So for now I'm keeping it one lot on. And we'll be using the formula to get the strike of that C which we bought in set 1. So change the field to strike and set 1 condition leg 1. So leg 1 is for C. For P this leg number will change to 2, so that will be the only difference between P and C. So here we have bought it, and because we don't have any exit condition, so we are fine. Now set 3 will be using for the P. The entry condition will be same, only the range breakout will be checking for the P instrument. So what we'll be doing is we'll be copying from here and then paste. And so this first two three condition these days conditions are. And one thing what I forgot to tell you is this day logic, you can put it in the first set also, because that way the first set also will not take any position on day Monday, on Wednesday and Thursday. So you can avoid that condition to run on Wednesday and Thursday, and then you don't have to put this condition set to it. Means you can always put it, but if you add it in set 1, then you are good. So here the only change in set 3 will be because we are buying the P, so we'll be referring the P leg. So in the first set the P leg was 2, so the leg number 2 here for the position as well as for the ORB check. So now it will be checking for the P, and we can just buy the P with the strike price which we bought in the first leg, not in the first leg, first set, second leg. So again the same traded instrument, entry, strike, Nifty, buy. So set 1, condition 1 and leg 2. So this way we are selecting the strike price of P, which was near to 50 at 9:30. So this one is done. Again, we don't have a stop loss. The only thing which we have to do is in the universal exit, we'll be putting this condition saying time is greater than 14:56. So 2:56 p.m. it will exit. In advanced conditions, we have to just make sure that the check condition is set as check continuously, so it will keep on checking. So this is how the strategy works. So once again, the flow is set 1. We are buying the P and C option which are near to 50, and then we are exiting from it as soon as we have taken a trade. In set 2 we are buying the C at the range breakout plus 10 point, and if P has not been taken till then. In set 3 we are buying P if C trade has not taken in set 2 and the range breakout has happened for P, and there is no stop loss. We are exiting at 14:56. So this is how this condition works. And why no stop loss? Because as we know, we are taking the trade on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, and the decay will be less. So, and these are very far OTM options. So we don't want to put any stop loss and let it flow with the let go with the flow only. So that's why we are not keeping a stop loss. And anyway, we have back tested that it works fine. The only thing is on the slippage. So slippage means we saw on ATM side we might be buying a option at 700, and if slippage is 5 points on the percentage term it is less. But here we are buying a option of price of 75 on average, and if the slippage comes at 5, then it might be more. So that's all for today. So this is the strategy, buy strategy which I have explained on my blog. So thanks everyone.